What's up guys, Pix here, bringing you another squad builder on FIFA 16, and in goal we've got easily my favorite keeper on the entire game, especially after using him on this team, Joe Hart. He didn't get a clean sheet every single game, but he made some of the most ridiculous saves I've ever seen. He made this insane double save to begin with, and then just a few minutes later, he made this double save. Yes, the second shot was offside, but he still made the second save. That's ridiculous. He's an incredible keeper, honestly. Amazing. For the price you pay, he is the best keeper on the game for me. And then the two center backs, Koscielny and Gabriel, really great combo. Great for hybrids, and they both just perform so well. Gabriel's honestly a really good center back. For almost 700 coins, like almost discard price, you cannot go wrong. And Koscielny, for 2,000 coins, I never thought I'd see the day where Koscielny was 2,000 coins, especially on this game, because he is really good. But yeah, he's definitely worth it. Fantastic card. And then Inform Fabinho and Team of the Season Layun as our fullbacks. And I thought Team of the Season Layun was incredible. I didn't get to use him for too many games. EA servers are horrible yesterday. Disconnects all over the place. And overall, just certain factors just led to me selling this team early. But from what I used of Layun, I can confirm he is probably the best left back on the entire game. His stats show in game everything. He's so hard to dispossess. Going forward, he's nearly unstoppable. He can shoot, he can finish, he can pass, cross, especially very good crossing, pinpoint crossing. His tackling, his aggression, there's just not a single thing that he lacks in game. He performs better than any other left back I've seen. I would just wish I could use more of him. And then Inform Fabinho was a really good right back. Big surprise, actually. He performed so much better than what his pace would suggest. You'd expect him to be a little slow, a little sluggish, but in game he felt so much faster, was tracking down every single winger he's coming up against. Really was happy with Fabinho. And then Inform Dabo, I believe it's second Inform Dabo as our center defensive mid. He comes naturally as a defender, so you'd expect his defensive work to be pretty good, and it is. In game he performs very well. Was definitely really happy with him. He's pretty big as well, so he wins quite a bit of headers. And then we've got Imbula, who is the definition of a cheap beast, a hidden gem, whatever you want to call him, because he performs so much better than what all of his stats would suggest. And he honestly feels like a cheap Pogba in game, even though you wouldn't expect that looking at his card. In game, he performs so much better than any stat would suggest to you. His pace feels better. That's the least of the. That's the least they have to worry about with the center mid is pace, but his dribbling, shooting, passing, defending, and physical all feels so much better in game, especially his passing. He is such a good card. And then second Inform Budaboos, for 10,000 coins, you can't go wrong with him. In game, he performs so well. Dribbling and passing were on point, as well as his shooting was actually pretty decent as well. He's got 80 shooting, he's got good free kicks, he's overall just a really solid attacking midfielder, and he was a good contrast to the other center mids being a little more defensive, at least stat-wise more defensive, and he does offer more of an attacking midfielder option there. And then Team of the Season Rafa as our left winger, and I would not recommend going for him whatsoever. He's really not that good. I'd recommend just going for Hero Gaitan or just regular Gaitan. He'd probably perform a lot better for you. He just wasn't that good. Rafa was not a huge fan, could not recommend buying him, plus he's really overpriced. And then Faguli as our right winger was also really fantastic. I don't know why I'm saying also, because Rafa wasn't that good, but Faguli was great. He was really good. His goal scoring record should be better because of all the disconnects. He did lose some of his goals there, but he's a fantastic card, easily one of the best wingers in La Liga. His dribbling's fantastic, pace is great, and also he's got 4-star skills now, which is just awesome. And then we've got Team of the Season Slimani as our striker, one of the most anticipated players for me to use this Team of the Season. And I mean, I'm really sad to say that I was incredibly disappointed with this card. In fact, he was the reason why I sold this team to begin with. I just didn't want to use the team anymore because of Slimani being so bad. He was so useless. Yes, I scored some goals with him, and there is one area which I do feel he improved in, and that in which he turns quicker now. It seems like he turns a bit quicker, but he feels worse in every other aspect. Pace feels the same, feels no difference there. Now his dribbling overall feels no different whatsoever. His passing, I mean, nothing different. Finishing, he was so bad at finishing most of the time. Those 2 goals you saw were literally the only goals he scored. I mean, he had so many other chances which he could have easily put away, but just couldn't. He got pushed off the ball so easily. He had just the worst balance. He felt like he had no aggression. His aerial ability just wasn't there. Oh, and also his positioning was just it was completely awful. He would never make runs. I felt like I had to force the ball to him in order to get goals with him. I was so disappointed with this card. I'm sorry if you hate me for hating this guy, but I can still say if you've got the coins, still pick him up because you might enjoy him. But going by my opinion, I would not recommend using Slimani. I just did not like him whatsoever. I'm hoping Team of the Season Jonas turns out better. Anyway guys, that is the team. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.